Alright, so Miss Miami versus Coffee Brown. I decided to rewatch, the not even a full 2 rounds, but rewatch the battle before I spoke on that one just because of, the altercation that almost occurred. Um for what it was, leading up to that, it was a very entertaining battle. I predicted that Coffee was going to win that one, and I do feel as though that Miss Miami was only like into the beginning of her second round or like the beginning middle, but from what I saw, Coffee was edging the battle. I thought that she won the first round pretty convincingly, even though Miss Miami was doing way better than I thought she would. For me, Miami, one of her issues that she has to kind of like iron out in a sense with battle rap is she's so aggressive that sometimes it's like, in my opinion, forced aggression, or at least it comes off that way. She does have like a deeper tone voice or whatever the case may be. When you see, I've talked to her off camera back when I used to interview Heavy, and like she be chilled, laid back. I mean, granted, I'm not like a type of person to get her into that zone where she feel like she got to turn up and start talking ratchet. But at the same time, like, normal conversation with her, yeah, she might have a deeper tone, but she's not like super like raw the way she is in battles. So for me, when she's putting on her Miamos or whatever persona, it kind of makes the aggression seem a little bit forced. However, this battle, I will say that Miss Miami's aggression was on 10,000, but it also like felt like more like I'm believing whatever zone of mentality you're in right now. I'm believing this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It had more of a natural aura and flow and essence than in the past. So in my opinion, Miss Miami was doing very well. And she said in her first, as she always says in all battles, whatever. Second round, I'm hit you with the disrespect. Third, I'm gonna bar you to death, bar you to death. And the second round, like when she said the disrespect, as when I watched it again, like she said, I'm gonna hit you with the disrespect, like in a different way than I've heard her say in the past. And obviously we know that she had, the Crip flag in her, literally like up her sleeve that she pulled out, dropped on the floor and said, RIP, but I ain't gonna say the word. She said F Tookie, you know what I'm saying? Tookie. So, like, she really was coming with that heavy disrespect. I feel as though, even though I thought Coffee was edging it, I feel as though Miss Miami, I wanted to hear what she was going to say after the Tookie bar, after she dropped the Crip flag. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though she had a very, she was in a very good position for a fighting chance to come back and turn the battle around in her favor. So I know Miss Miami in the 50 minutes of fame. Yeah, shout out Uncle Ra and Heavy Bags and them, man. 50 minutes, they be getting all the interviews. But yeah, I think she said in the 50 Minutes of Fame interview that Miss Miami was open to do the rematch. I know Coffee was shutting it down in her 15 Minutes of Fame interview, but Miss Miami said she was up for it. In my opinion, I would like to see that rematch now. You feel me? Like Mook versus Briz, like everyone wanted to see it go down. Briz backed out. Yo, Coffee, like, I know you, Coffee, shout out to Coffee. She's a businesswoman, you know what I'm saying? She seems like a person who respects the business because, well, I'll talk about that in a second. And she's smart with business. So, Coffee, if they approach you with the proper numbers, you can't tell me you're going to turn that battle down. You can't, all right? Come on, they hit you, but yo, Coffee, we got you this 7, this 10, this 12, this 15 piece. You gonna take that battle. So I would like to see Miss Miami and Coffee Brown grudge match, finish it out. Because now, seeing how Miss Miami was spitting, man, it could go either way. But the altercation, talking about that real quick. Battle rap, it's a sport of, people having to have thick skin. People gonna go in there saying the wildest disrespect, the wildest flagrant this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? You know what to expect. And a lot of people were speculating and talking about why they thought that Coffee, popped off and pushed Miss Miami and stuff like that. And a lot of people thought it was because of Miss Miami saying F Tookie and pulling out the Crip flag from her sleeve and dropping it. It wasn't that at all. I'm going to make this comparison, and people can say that I'm bugging, but I'll go through the backstory of this altercation because I was the one who interviewed the person that got him to give like the most detailed recap of that fight in the history of battle rap. So in my opinion, the Coffee Miami fight was kind of similar and reminiscent of Hoffa and Dose. Before y'all jump out the window, nah, Mav sucker punch Dose. He did not sucker punch Dose. Let me classify these real quick. There is hooking off on someone, and then there's sucker punching someone. I've been sucker punched. I've been sucker punched for sure. Have I been hooked off? I don't actually think I've been hooked off on in my life. I've hooked off on people, and I've also, I'm not gonna lie, I've snuck people too. But I've been snuck before, like on several occasions. No, I don't think I've been hooked off on. But anyways, so getting hooked off on, you're in someone's face and y'all talking spicy. Yo, what's up? You talking hot? And in that moment, you just say, you know what? Screw talking. I'm a pop. And you just clap them. That's hooking off on someone. The person might not know that you're going to snuff them in the face. You're going to punch them in their shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you are exchanging heated words with someone and they decide to take it left, you have to be prepared and know that you're in that territory for it to go left. You feel me? So if you talking spicy and someone just says, I'm not talking no more, and they punch you in your mouth, just because you don't know he was going to punch you in the mouth at that moment does not mean that you could cry, they sucker punch me. That's not a sucker punch. That's a hook off. A sucker punch is when I'm looking here and someone clips me off the sidelines, or I'm looking here and claps me in the back of the head, something like that. I've had both of those situations happen to me. I've done that to other people as well. Hoffa Dose was not a sucker punch. It was a hook off. And if y'all could, I don't even know if Vlad still has it on the channel. I would imagine he does because it was a dope interview and I think it got a lot of views. Hoffa explained that when he battled Dose, there was another Philly dude who battled someone else right before that. And the Philly dude was getting all up in the other homie space, a dude from Harlem, Brooklyn, I'm not sure. And Hoffa saw how the Philly dude was wilding, violating space. And Hoffa said that he privately spoke to Dose before the battle started and was like, yo, bro, like, we could spit our rhymes, whatever the case is, it's cool. You could talk your shit, say whatever you want, but just respect, bro. I'm not going to touch you. Don't touch me. Don't get up in my face and touch me, and you know what I mean, vice versa. So, and from what Hoffa said, Dose was like, all right, cool, I got you. But then, you know, obviously Dose got, and it was when Hoffa was rapping too, Dose got in his mug, in his face, and the brim of his hat touched his nose, and that's when Hoffa was like, yo, get out of my face. So it wasn't like, you know, and after the brim of Dose's hat touched Hoffa's nose, Hoffa said, yo, get out my face, son, get out my face, son. And Dose, if you play the footage back, stepped back and said, yo, what's up, dog? And he started taking off his jacket. So in that moment, anyone who want to say that Hoffa sucker punched him, he didn't. Dose was taking off his jacket because salute to Dose. He 5'9", a little shorter than me, but he was with it. He was about to get busy. And Hoffa took it there, you feel me? Apology, just had a food delivery. But yeah, so to swing it all back around, to come back to the Coffee and Miss Miami thing, everyone was speculating like, yo, Coffee popped off because she, you know, she dropped the Crip flag, you know, said fuck Tookie, this, that, and the third. That's not why Coffee popped. And Coffee even, again, 50 minutes of fame, she said it in the interview. She, if you watch the footage, Coffee, she literally, she's like fanning herself down. Miss Miami drops the flag. Coffee looks, sees the flag. Okay. And you see her. She said she tried to step around, and she did. She wasn't going to obviously walk over the flag. Like, that's disrespecting her own joint. So you see her like swerve a little to the left and continue to walk around. Miss Miami in that moment was just so in, you know, Miami's performance mode that she was super charged up with aggression and energy, as she was in the first round, but even more now in the second, that, you know what I'm saying? She like was just pressing forward. And I'm not even sure if like Miss Mike, nah. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if it was like she was going so charged up and going at Coffee to the point where she kind of like lost her balance and was falling forward a little bit. But she kind of like, you know, just like pumped her chest out and just physically was just pressing on Coffee. And Coffee, what she said is she was turned away. She was pretty much turned away. Like, it's not like she was just on her back, like, you know, whatever, but she was turned away, like, towards her shoulder, and she's getting pressed on. So, you know, I guess maybe the trigger, like Mook versus Briz might have been, you know, oh, your mom, So for this, it was, you know, the flag, okay. And then she turns away, and when she's not looking at it, she's pressing on her. So she turns back around. Hey, yo, back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those gray areas in battle rap where, for Coffee, you can point the finger at her and be like, yo, it's battle rap. People physical. People push, smack each other in the chest. Chicks salute. They have, you know, a much bigger spectrum for what's allowed in terms of sexual conduct and stuff like that. So shorties can, you know, flick a titty. They can, you know, clap some cheeks and whatever the case is in the battle. People just be touching people all the time. At the same time, according to what Coffee said, again, in 15 minutes, I think she said that or it was either 15 minutes or it was in her Instagram live. I saw both of those. Where she said that there was nothing in the contract stating that they were allowed to touch each other. But at the same time, it's battle rap. So it's kind of like, even if it's not put in a contract, it's kind of like an unwritten, you know, term in contracts where, like, you know your opponent's going to touch you. You feel me? So in a sense, if y'all want to try to point the finger at Coffee, oh, you shouldn't have took it there, whatever. All right. At the same time, you can point the finger at Miss Miami that I'm not even going to point the finger at her for the Crip flag and for the Tookie Ball. I'm not going to say that because it's battle rap, man. If you could have Arsenal violating, you know, this and this person's children and this person's dead relatives and blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? If you get all these people say this stuff about dead relatives or people that are alive but just like children, whatever cases, spouses. I'm not going to say that, you know, the gang ties is stronger than that. And I'm definitely not going to say, I'm definitely not going to say that family ties are stronger than the gang ties. I'm definitely not going to say that the gang ties are stronger than family ties. But at the end of the day, if a person shouldn't be allowed to say something about a gang affiliation or a gang, you know, OG, founding father, whatever the case may be, you shouldn't be allowed to say whatever you're going to say about someone's family. You feel me? Like, that's just my opinion. Like, if you're not going to say something about some dead OG, you can't say something about this homie's dead mother, this dead wife, this dead cousin, you know, what, a dead friend. Like, you shouldn't cross that line, period. It's battle rap, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel as though, to be honest, either of them went left with it. And Miss Miami, salute to her. After Coffee pushed her, Miami, she was on some like, yo, time out. I'm going to continue battling. I'm going to continue rapping, but I'm going to push you back. If you look at, what's his name? I think it's J Murder versus, is the dude, I think his name is Prophet or something. It was like Philly or something like that, like one of those smaller battle events. And they had John the Don was hosting and stuff like that. And Murder and the other dude, he was like a military dude. They were pushing each other back and forth. I think it was one time like the dude was rapping, and no, Murder was rapping, and then he was kind of like in the dude's face, and the dude like pushed Murder back, and Murder was like, oh, like he like raised his arm to try to block it, and the host came in, nah, it was John and some other hosts, like, nah, it's cool, and Murder pushed him back, and then kept rapping. That's the same thing Miami did, that she got pushed, and she was like, okay, now hold up. Pushed her back, but tried to continue her bars. So it was one of those competitive, like, you gonna push me, I'm gonna push you, but I'm gonna keep rapping. You know what I'm saying? I can't really, like, call, like, foul on anybody, in my opinion. You know, sometimes you just get hot. You just get tight. The only person, if we're gonna keep it all the way a buck, Coffee, of course, she's gonna defend her man. But the only person that you could really, like, put some type of like you wildin' label on in this is whoever Coffee's man is. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, even if he is Crip and stuff like that, I'm not trying to be like sexist in any way, but you got two women going to beef, bro. Let the two women handle it. You know what I'm saying? If it's, you know, your girl and there's a couple other shorties that is popping on your chick and you gotta, you know, make sure everything is straight with the fair one or something, all right, cool. Or just make sure that they don't get your girl, all right, cool. But if it's a one chick versus one chick, especially it's battle rap, and all right, she pushed your girl, so what? Or your girl pushed her and she pushed her back, like, nah, you wildin', bro. What's my, Stampede. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm bugging because I saw a couple of different clips of this and this and this, and I think it was in the 15-minute of Fame interview where they showed Stamp and like the outfit he had on real quick. Not even his interview, it was Miss Miami's interview. I think that the camera swerves kind of off camera during the altercation between Coffee and Miss Miami, and I think you could see when it swerved off to the left real quick, Miami's bugging out, screaming, "Where's that? Where?" She was wilding out. She was wilding, yo. Salute her, but she was frantic. She was wilding. She was charged up, you know. But she's screaming, "Where's Stamp?" Miss Miami all the way on the right side. Then you see over here, you see Coffee. She's like Smack was coming up because Smack was trying to contain Coffee's mans. But then you see, from what it looked like to me, you see Stamp. They're saying, "Where's Stamp? Where's Stamp?" He was right there. Maybe I'm bugging, but he looked like he was right there. Smack was trying to contain Coffee's man. Coffee was kind of getting in Smack's face, like, yo, like, why is she touching me? Or why is she touching me? Like, I think that's what it was. Coffee was like getting in Smack, like, why is she touching me? And then Stamp was there trying to talk to Coffee's man, like, "Hey, yo, my man, chill." He didn't look like he was on some like super rah-rah-ish, but at the same time, he was there for his chick, like, yo, chill. So I don't remember like if Stamp was saying that he wasn't there. Maybe the person I saw in the clip, I'll probably put like, you know, a little screenshot because I'm not trying to, you know, put like footage of the battle stuff, but I'll probably put a screenshot. But maybe the dude I saw in the clip was not Stamp, but I swear on everything I love, it looked like the dude Stamp though. All in all, man, Miss Miami, Coffee Brown, 2021. That's a grudge match. Coffee, you're a businesswoman. And we know you're a businesswoman because of the fact that you rep your set, you rep the 6 and whatever. You saw a woman disrespect your gang affiliation and you still kept it professional. I salute you. We know you good at business. That you're good with business because you didn't react to the Crip disrespect. We know that. We know that. She pushed on you a little bit. It's battle rap. It happens. You got tight. It happens. It happens. Cool. Ain't nobody hurt after this. It's cool. Coffee, you a good businesswoman. Be smart right now. You and Miss Miami could get a monster bag. A monster bag. 2021. You know what I'm saying? Start the new year off. Give you guys some prep time. Shoot, maybe do a Valentine's Day, Love Day, but we gonna settle the score. You know what I'm saying? Coffee, reconsider, man. I know you said that you're not trying to battle her again, but reconsider. I think that you versus Miss Miami could be a fire grudge match to kick off the new year, especially with all this crazy stuff we got going on in 2020. Started off with a fire battle for the new year. And get the bag, man. Salute to both of y'all. Like I said, I'm not really going to point no blame on anybody. It was crazy to see. I was like, oh, they about to, but, you know, that happens, you know what I'm saying? But 2021, Coffee Brown versus Miss Miami rematch. Set that up.